Hey guys, Dr. Mike here, and welcome back to my channel. Today we're diving deep into the world of pathology labs. Now, while these labs are crucial for diagnosing diseases and understanding what's going on inside our bodies, they're also filled with potential dangers. We're not just talking about sharp needles here, but a whole range of hazards that most people don't even think about. So if you're ready to explore the hidden dangers of the pathology lab, buckle up because things are about to get interesting. You might be thinking, what could be dangerous about the building itself? Well, believe it or not, the structure of a pathology lab is crucial for safety. We're talking about things like proper ventilation to remove harmful fumes from chemicals and biological agents. Then there's the risk of fires, especially with flammable substances being used. A well-designed lab will have fire-resistant materials and clearly marked escape routes. And don't even get me started on electrical systems. Faulty wiring can lead to sparks, short circuits, and even electrocution. It's like a game of spot the hazard, but with much higher stakes. It's easy to forget that what happens in the lab doesn't always stay in the lab. We're talking about the environmental impact of handling potentially hazardous materials. Think about it. Chemical waste, biological waste, even radioactive materials used in some tests. If these aren't disposed of properly, they can contaminate water sources, pollute the air, and even harm wildlife. That's why pathology labs have strict protocols for waste disposal, like separating different types of waste and treating them accordingly. It's all about protecting the environment and public health. Let's talk about the heart of why pathology labs exist, the patients. You might not realize it, but there are risks involved even before a sample reaches the lab. Incorrect patient identification or labeling errors can have serious consequences. Imagine getting the wrong blood transfusion or receiving a treatment based on someone else's results. That's why meticulous attention to detail is crucial when collecting, labeling, and transporting specimens. Even the slightest mistake can have a ripple effect on a patient's diagnosis and treatment. Now let's talk about the real heroes of the pathology lab. The technicians, scientists, and pathologists working behind the scenes. These guys face a whole other level of risks on a daily basis. We're talking about exposure to infectious agents from blood and tissue samples. Hepatitis B, HIV, tuberculosis. These are just a few of the potential threats. Then there's the risk of needle stick injuries, which can transmit blood-borne pathogens. And let's not forget about the chemicals. Some of the substances used in the lab can be corrosive, toxic, or even carcinogenic. That's why it's crucial to wear appropriate personal protective equipment, like gloves, lab coats, and eye protection. You might think of lab equipment as just tools, but they can be a source of danger if not handled properly. Take centrifuges, for example. These machines spin at high speeds to separate blood and other fluids. But if a centrifuge isn't balanced correctly, it can vibrate violently, even break apart, sending projectiles flying across the lab. Then there are autoclaves, which use high pressure and heat to sterilize equipment. If an autoclave malfunctions, it can cause burns or even explosions. Regular maintenance and safety checks are essential to keep these lab workhorses running smoothly and safely. So there you have it, guys, a glimpse into the hidden dangers of the pathology lab. From hazardous materials to faulty equipment, these labs are filled with potential risks. But don't let that scare you. By understanding the hazards and following proper safety protocols, we can minimize the risks and create a safer environment for everyone. Remember, knowledge is power, and in this case, it can also save lives. Stay safe out there, my friends, and I'll see you in the next video.